Cody Rhodes' appearance on NXT might have lost the brand 50,000 viewers, but as we look at the numbers, it looks like he was still the number one thing on this show. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. We did criticise Cody, and rightfully so. You've got the guy that has been positioned as the number one guy in WWE right now. He goes to NXT, and NXT lose 50,000 viewers. I think he deserves to be criticised for that.
Any face of the company losing 50k viewers has to get called out. It's not even just the face. I mean, he is the champ. He's holding that main belt.
He is the champ, but there was also a massive concerning drop-off as soon as the champion finished his segment with Trick Williams in the show. It wasn't the last time we seen Cody Rhodes, though. However, maybe the audience believed that he was going to be gone after that. But let's get into it. Quarter 1, 8 o'clock to 8:15. It is a Kalani Jordan, Jada Parker live promo. We get Michin coming out, and then we get Michin versus Parker. NXT kicks off with 737,000 views. Not a bad start in quarter 1. Going to quarter 2, 8:15 to 8:30. Michin versus Parker continued. We get the OC getting involved. Then Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne are there. We have backstage promo. We get a Chase University promo. Ridge Holland backstage. And then we get New Catch Republic and Wes Lee versus Gallus. This lost 3%. And then quarter 3. We get 8:30 to 8:45, New Catch Republic versus Wesley versus Gallus continued. We get OTM, Malik Blade, Idris Effany, Brainley Rice, and a Soul Ruka video. This went up 9%. Bit strange here. I'm not quite sure why this went up 9%, but it did.
Yeah, it did. I'm surprised because no one. Well, we don't rate the New Catch Republic, but
let's not pretend that people tuned in to see the New Catch Republic.
Well, maybe they thought Cody would appear. Half an hour in.
Yeah, 781,000 views there for quarter 3. Moving into quarter 4, we get another increase, this time a 2% increase. 793,000 views. Quarter 4, 8:45 to 9 p.m. It was Wendy Chu versus Brunley Reese. Roxanne Perez backstage with Robert Stone. And in the beginning of the Cody Rhodes live promo, up 2%, 793,000, highest viewership of the show, and also the highest demo of the show with 333,000 views. Moving into quarter 5, 9 o'clock to 9:15, we get the continuation of the Cody Rhodes promo. Trick Williams comes out to mix up with Cody. We then get a Dante Chen backstage promo. Then we get Carly Bright and Wendy Chu backstage in the beginning of Lexi King versus Dante Chen. This went down 1% in viewership to 788,000 views. Slight decrease, but nothing massive. Then we go into quarter 6, 9:15 to 9:30. Lexis King versus Dante Chen continued. We get the backstage promo with Cody Rhodes and JC Jane. We then get a backstage angle with Eddie Thorpe, and then we get an OC backstage angle before we get Thorpe and Tavian Heights. And this lost 14% in the viewership. So they went from 788,000 views down to 679,000 views. So 109,000 views gone. And in the demo, 22% loss from the last quarter. I mean, that's kind of insane there. 22% of people from 18 to 49 tuning out. 14% of the overall viewership. Is this people just assuming that, well, we've seen the Cody Rhodes promo at the top of the hour, that's him done, we won't see him again, that's the reason I tuned in, I'm going to do something else?
That could be it, but I mean, I think it does prove that Cody Rhodes is somewhat of a draw. I mean, yes, he was on a show that lost 50k, but what would it have done without him?
Yeah, I mean, NXT beat AEW Dynamite this week, but I think it's very real. The possibility is there that without Cody Rhodes, this NXT show would not have done a good number. Yes, it's done good numbers in the last couple of weeks, but they've had outside interference. They've had Sexy Red on the show. This week they promoted Cody Rhodes. I think it will be interesting to see how they do next week without that. But yeah, quarter 6 then, 679,000 views. Quarter 7, 9:30 to 9:45, we get Fort versus Tavian Heights continued. They've been getting new quarter catch. crew backstage angle. We get Ava, Robert Stone, and Stevie Turner backstage, and then we get Shawn Spears versus Javon Evans. Again, another decrease, this time down to 632,000 views, 7% lost. Not good here. Not good at all.
No, not good. Continuing that trend here, and then as we gather forward into the final official quarter, we get a bit of a bounce back with 2% and 8% in the 18 to 49.
Yeah, nothing massive, up to 647 views. 40,000 views, should I say. Spears versus Javon Evans continued. Fraser, Axiom, Newcastle Republic in there. D'Angelo family, Cody Rhodes, Spears, Page, Lexi King backstage. Yeah, 2% increase. And then the overrun, 10 o'clock to 7 minutes past 10. It was Perez, JC Jane, Jasmine Nxt, Lash Legend, Jakara Jackson, and Lola Face. This went up another 2% to end with 658,000. But still, way down on where the show originally peaked, and that was back in quarter 4 when Cody Rhodes came out for his live promo. So, I mean, at their peak, they went from 793,000, and then by quarter 7, they were down at 632,000. That is 161,000 viewers lost within the space of 45 minutes. Not great, especially when you're dealing with a small number in the first place. So, yeah, that's a large percent there of the audience that just tuned out after Cody Rhodes left. But then again, they probably only tuned in because he was there in the first place. So that's to be expected, I think.
No, it is to be expected, but we'll have to put credit on Cody Rhodes' name, because without him, I mean, what did this show do? I think it would have been easily under 700k without him. I mean, if the guy during the show's like 160,000 swing, then what would it have done? About 650?
I'd say so, because you've got to imagine that the first hour was prompted up because Cody Rhodes was going to be there. Then as soon as he was gone, the numbers just dwindled. So, yeah, like, Cody Rhodes is responsible for this number. Will NXT be AEW Dynamite next week? I don't think so. I think we'll see AEW Dynamite go back in front, but that could be a separate video where we break it down and we'll look at NXT, look at AEW, and maybe predict who's going to win this war over the next months and rest of the year. So that's it, guys. Numbers aren't great. Cody Rhodes, I'm sure he won't be happy to be on a show that's down 50k, but at the same time, his quarter easily drew the most. So it is what it is. Till next time, peace.